Hey everybody, Destin Laguerre here with IGN Access answering your questions. Today we got one from @Jax81X. Marty, he's asking about Final Fantasy 15 and he wants to know, how is Final Fantasy 15 different from previous franchise entries?
So that's a really good question. Andrew and I actually got to sit down with Habata-san, who's the director of Final Fantasy 15, and he gave us a lot of really interesting thoughts on it. First and foremost, what we've seen is this is a much more sort of modern take on Final Fantasy in terms of both aesthetics and gameplay. The gameplay is much more action-orientated. As you played in episode Dusky, you're actually hitting the button every time you want to attack, so sort of the turn-based nature is over. But also, it's this story of a road trip, and so you have this car, which was modeled after Tabata-san's father's car, and you're going on this road trip, and you're going to like gas stations and restaurants, and people are wearing suits, so it has this, much more familiar modern take on it. And another thing that's really interesting with the development of 15 is that they've been a whole lot more sort of open and honest and taking user feedback than I've ever seen in Square Enix, and honestly any Japanese developer to begin with. You have the ATR, the Active Time Reports, that they've been delivering these sort of podcasts. They had one at PAX here. Dusky came out and they took user feedback and actually made tweaks to the game based on it. And they've also just been sort of honest that, like, hey, the development of Versus 13 wasn't working out and we had to scrap the whole thing and start scratch. And so that was one of those things where it's been, so interesting for me to follow the development of 15 since it was first revealed at E3 a couple years back.
Well, it sounds like a huge departure from anything we've experienced in the franchise.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It is as different a Final Fantasy game as I've seen so far, and I've been a fan of the series since the beginning.
Well, thanks, Marty. I hope that answers your questions. If you have more, tweet @IGN Access, #ControlPAX, and we'll answer them here at PAX.
Right here, right here.
And for all things gaming, you're already in the right place, IGN.